Hi, Kathy with 3-Minute Piano Lessons. So in today's video, we're going to talk about melodic intervals and harmonic intervals, and we're going to talk about half rests and whole rests and how to use them. And I want you to know that along with this video, if you go to my other playlist, video number 13 has a review for middle C position. And if you want to, you can just print that out and use it as a worksheet. Or if you don't have a piano or a keyboard, download the Notion app and you can practice putting in what I have already done into your Notion app and write music on the Notion app. So let's get going. This is going to a quick review of a middle C position. We know C, D, E, F, and G. And we know there's just certain places on the staff where these keys belong. And now we know F, G, A, and B. So I've introduced or told you that we would be looking at F. That's a guide note F, very important. And let's make F and G in the left hand. Now there's 2 beats here and 2 beats there. So you have this measure taken up with 4 beats. So let's make a whole rest up here. It hangs from that 4th line up at the top. Remember, we always count from the bottom up with lines and spaces. And let's say over here, we're going to put F and G together. Oh, so this is a second interval. So that would be melodic when they're played separately. Now if we play them together, so they're going to go together. So actually that line would come over here. And I made them quarter notes. But that would be a harmonic second. So if you play that, there's your 1, 2, 3, 4, and then together you would play them at the same time, and you would have a second harmonic interval. Now you can do the same thing. Let's give this a right hand rest when we do that. So we're going to put in one of those little squiggly quarter rests right here. It gets 1 beat. So far the right hand hasn't played at all. But let's say now we're going to bring in F and G in the right hand. So the line kind of goes down the middle, and that again is a harmonic second. So we're going to write one of those little squiggly quarter rests. So now it's going to sound like this. So 1, 2, and then if you just wanted to end on the F, we would make 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So you'd need a half rest here. A half rest sits on the 3rd line. Oops. So there you go. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for counting. And I've introduced second intervals, harmonic, played together. And when they just step up or step down, it's second. So it's a second interval as well. This is called your melodic interval, played separately, and harmonic when they're played together. So let's have fun and let's continue on and do the 3rd interval. So let's say we're going to use middle C now, and we're going to play it a melodic 3rd interval because we skipped, right? We skipped that space note D. So, and then to put that together, and we could just make this a whole note on this end, whole notes. This would be a melodic 3rd because they're played separately here, and harmonic there on this last measure. And a whole note would take up the whole 4 beats. So together, that's a harmonic 3rd interval. So now I have done nothing down here. There's a reason for that. So let's just put whole rests down here since I wanted to cover 2nd and 3rd intervals. And again, go to my video number 13 on the other playlist and print out that workout sheet, or just practice in your Notion program on how to make 2nd and 3rd intervals. So let's play our little song. Everything is complete as far as putting in the proper rests. So this right hand is not playing at all, just the left. So let's start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to play that harmonic together. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now Now that's as far as we've gotten. It's not complete, of course, and we've just been working in this middle C position, so I was able to put that much together in this video. So just to review, we have been covering, I hope that you were able to go to my other videos. I encourage you to go to number 7, number 8. There's a simple song there so you can practice the notes and learn the notes. Number 9 had just the left hand notes, F, G, and F, G, A, B, which was on, I believe, yesterday's video where I introduced just the left hand. And then again at video 11 is a middle C song. And so that's where we introduced the whole rest, and I told you that in the half rest that the Notion program didn't like how I did the rest there. So you have to listen to the last video to catch all that. So, and then number 12, video number 12, it's actually a pop quiz of everything that we have learned. So I hope that you go there as well, because it gives you a good foundation to build on as we go into learning new notes. So in today's video, not only did I want to cover the second and third intervals, but let's learn some new notes. And I've told you that this program, the You Compose, is going to go much quicker than my other set of videos where they were 3 minutes each. So here we go. We've learned the middle C position, and let's move on and learn some new notes. In fact, you're going to learn, so let's see if you can name the guide notes we've learned. I've told you that the F note is a guide note, middle C is a guide note. I'm very big on guide notes because it helps you center yourself where you can learn the other notes quicker. And then we know that G as well is a guide note. So we're going to learn low C, D, and E today. So this would be stretching, and it's out of the middle C position. So now I'm stretching you into the full C position. So when you talk about a C scale, you would want to start down here. This would be a C scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. So, but we've already learned F, G, A, B. So where you would find this C, and only this C on the piano, up in the staff would be in this space right here. There is that C. This D would be here, only that D, and this E. So those are the 3 new notes today, okay? So C, D, E. Now you know the C, D, E in the right hand, and I don't think I want to teach you the rest of this where they're located up here in this video, because I think you have enough to think about. So remember, this is a C as well, but it's not that C. This is middle C. Where does middle C belong? It belongs in the very middle, right? So you know that they have the same names, but they're located differently up in the staff. So this D belongs here. This E belongs here. Okay, so let's say we're in 4/4 time. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's make that a quarter note. Let's make this D. And by the way, when you get to that third line, depending on the context of the music, this line can go either up or down. And so today I'm going to put it up, but I'm going to bring this down. Okay? And of course, if you're using the Notion program, it's going to do it automatically for you. There's some pluses to having this computerized programs. Okay, so let's say this is a quarter note, this is a quarter note, keeping a little form there. And so now we have low C, D, E. We have the right hand C, D, E. And let's put it into maybe a third interval here. And by the way, we have 4 beats to the measure, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make a third interval here. And just because we're running out of time, we could make it together and put it in up here at the same time, whole notes, and we could add it there. So let me play our little song. And here's our whole